Hi Aries, welcome to this space. Well, there's two reasons why, if you can see, we're looking at the sun. Don't look directly at the sun. It's fine. I actually recorded maybe 10 minutes worth of messages, and it wasn't recording, and I didn't really like the way I was looking today anyway, so you can look at the sun for a second while I give you your first message, and then we're going to move on to something that's a little softer, okay? Prepare for an important message to be delivered to you that will aid you in your quest. I heard it's here now. This sign may come in many forms: birdsong, dreams, visions, what have you. Be trusting, because a deeper level of understanding is unfolding for you. It may be time to expand your awareness and to look at the choices that are available to you. I heard, and your family. And I see family as a small unit, but I also, like an immediate family, but I also see like a widening of that, like in a community sense, right? Working together. So, Aries, did you have enough sunshine? No, not yet. So there's a sweet memory here. If you connect to your ancestors, I mean, I do see well, I heard coming home, going home. Coming home, going home. I heard I see there's enough for everybody. There's a really sweet memory here. If you've ever been concerned about like where you go, where we go, when we go, I see this and there's nothing to worry about there. And I do feel that your ancestors are very strong right now, and there's some sweet ones. I feel like these are people that you have met, and again, if you connect to that strongly, you're open to that. I also feel like the line is open for you to connect with kind of a lot of your family. There's something beautiful about that. And I heard, call me on the telephone. I'm not a good singer. My sister's a singer. Yeah, call somebody on the telephone. I see again, the line is open. The line is open. I heard, what would you like to ask? Go ahead, take your time. I'll be silent. Okay, so I guess I have three answers here. Wow, this is really, where are we going? Okay. Well, I guess we all have to. It's like a feeling that's being shared right now. Feel the feeling. To your question, feel the feeling of what you are receiving. Wherever there is an end, there is always a beginning. Wherever there is an end, there is always a beginning. Don't go through your life with sorrow. There's always a means of growing love. Okay, let's see the second one. Okay, everybody has done wrong. And no matter how long it takes, eventually all debts must be paid. Right? All truths come out in the wash. I guess this, because I feel like somebody asked a why question, like, why did it happen like this, or why did this have to happen to our family, or something like that kind of thing. Maybe because of certain hardships, but I also feel like this was a long time, like, it could even have been like, 3-4 generations ago. But the point is that well, for you to not carry, if you carry any hatred or like anger, I guess there's a message here of letting that go. Like, not, again, everyone has done wrong. Even if they didn't do it in this life the majority of the time, and say someone did. Maybe they did it last time. You know what I mean? Like, we're always experiencing what we need to be able to grow. And to become more loving with one another, right? We can't hate one another. Or be mad at one another, hurt one another, try to own one another, or tell each other what to do. Okay? Let's see the third one. Oh, this one goes back into the jungle. You hear that? Well, I guess this is where you can tap into your ancestors or your family, what have you, to some sort of like strength and a source of power. There's something about a painter here also, but when I see the word painter, I also see panther. Like, there's a lot of there's animals connected to the situation. And again, I see like a jungle. Maybe you need to, there's something about this. I heard you'll have to tap more into this one, but there's something about that. Like, you want to visualize yourself as an animal in the jungle. And I actually feel like group 1 was like in the forest, and then group 2 is sort of in the desert, and then group 3 was in the jungle. Desert is sort of like, it seems more dry, or like the soil is red versus black. More Scorpio energy. Interesting. I guess remember that power is also, it's a feeling. It's not, it's a no, power is a knowing, not an action. I heard you have to appreciate the softness of it. Next spring is important, or next autumn, depending where you are. Happy equinox, by the way. There's also something about a blue moon. What are you wishing for right now? And I see, please do not determine your own self-value upon the pain and sorrow of your ancestors, of your lineage. You needed to know that story somehow, some way, to be able to find your own correct discernment, your own inner light. Okay, to become loyal to yourself, and again, as we mentioned in the beginning, loving to family, and that not just being something immediate, which obviously that's where you start, but also understanding that all humans are family. Even the trees and the panthers are a family. Even the insects and the flies that bother us, that bug us, right? That is still our family. Just a second. Six years ago? 5-6 years ago? Somebody, a woman taught you a lesson. So your elder taught you a lesson. There's somebody that came. It could have been a man too. It's almost like, I'm almost seeing it's a wise man or a wise woman, but it may not look like, it didn't look like it like when you first saw it. Maybe you had, I don't know, maybe you had judgments about it. I don't know. But it's like you learned a life lesson then. It's something you carry with you now, yes, which gives the opportunity to be able to sing. I heard the song of joy. And I guess if you have not heard this song yet, in the way we are speaking, you will hear it soon. If you've already heard it, I heard your pitch will become better. Your intentions are good, but remember, whenever you overly, and especially once you start having good awareness in yourself, there can be a desire to want to, for instance, help those that cannot see what you can see. And the only reason you can see that in them is because you learned how to see that. Right, to understand something. So I see, again, your intentions are good, but also remember that, again, everybody has karma. Everybody is born and then we die. Everybody has a mother and a father and family, and we come from different places for different reasons, right? Different environments. There's different animals around us. It's different plants. It's different whatever, buildings. It's all to make a story to help us understand something, many things, so that the heart is not mad at the crooked parts, because even in that there is symmetry, there is a pattern still, right? Yes, you know this. I heard this is coming to light. Oh, you figure out what to do about something too. It's like a thing that you've been seeing, like, there's a thing that you were like, you knew what it was. Every time you saw it, you knew what it was, or you knew what it is. And then you discovered more about it. And then I feel like now or in the near future, you're going to discover how to do another thing with that. And because of that, it helps you feel more grounded. It helps you feel more protected, comfortable. How many mirrors do you have in your house? Or if you have a piece of your ancestors, like one of their things, their objects, it's also a way for you to connect with them. But I see you want to clean that too. Somebody else talked about this, like heirloom. Maybe it was Virgo. I heard don't be afraid. And if you are having any fear, I feel like Psalms in the book of Psalm will be helpful. I feel like you're eating well, which is good. Maybe even trying new things. I also see, if you can, try to eat seasonally. Like, eat what would grow during that time, or what would be preserved during, that could sustain that time. Do you know what I'm saying? Try to eat like that, if you can. And especially wherever you live, this is also just connecting more, I guess, to nature, you know, and being like, oh, there's blackberries that grow over there, or hazelnuts, or peaches, or whatever it is, you know, lemons. Like, what grows over there? What is that? Because whatever grows around you is very helpful, especially in your healing, right? That's a part of it, too. Good girl, Sumi. I feel like you're doing really good, Aries. We did Captain Maturity last month, right? And I know perhaps in your opposite season, you could feel maybe like there was some duality. I actually did try to record a reading prior, but there was a lot of duality in it. But I feel like that has, you know, I heard floated away. Good. Back on track, right? Back on track. Oh, that was another message. Conch shell. Awesome. Yeah, here we go. Thank you. I love you, Aries. that I do feel as if things are back on track. If your energy has been a little bit low, I sense that that'll be better. You're feeling a little bit more inspired. I heard perhaps you were a little bit tired. Yes, and now that power is on again. So maybe, I mean, this is pulling back more into the ancestors too, but in general, I feel like the energy is good. I feel like you're feeling like understanding your position in something. Do you know what I mean? Something about, maybe you'll receive a message around the full moon. Remember to, I see, watch your words. Try to, I heard try to make sure, well, I heard try to be humble. If you've been trying to connect, or have a message be received, I also feel like that could be strong in relation to the moon also. But I heard you'll know when to say yes or no. I heard one may be enough for you, some of you need two. I feel like money is good if you're concerned about that. Like, I feel like that's fine. Of course, there may be certain things you want, you may need to say no to. Oh, that was another message. Do you need it? Do you know what I mean? If you need it, I heard go for it. I heard you are blessed in that choice. If you just want it, maybe you want to ask yourself why a couple times. If you want to do something, or I heard even say something, why? Is it necessary? I heard be selective. If so, there's more healing here. And I know there's probably a question in the back of your mind. Maybe this is everybody, like, why do good things happen? Maybe you want to try to answer this question for yourself. Why do you think good things happen? Oh, interesting. I heard, why do you think good things happen to bad people? Why do you think that is? And then since we're in Libra season, why do quote-unquote bad things happen to good people? But then I saw who's determining in ways of judgment. I heard eat your grains, like eat your beans, eat your grains. Maybe this goes back into eating what. Maybe it would just be good to eat things that, if it isn't fresh, right? If it's dried or canned or what have you, if it's something preserved in a way, if it's something like that, I heard it should be something it would be healthiest if it was something that you could grow around you. There's also a special bottle. And there's something about flowers. Oh, do you have an ancestor, like little altar or little space in your house for your ancestors? Are they kind of grouped, or are they spread out? Do you have one at all? I heard it. Are you ashamed? Would you be ashamed to put? Well, I heard don't be ashamed the ancestors that you picked. I hear God loves you. So do the plants and the animals and the insects too. If you've really been trying, making correct decisions, right? Thinking twice, being nice, doing the hard thing, the responsible thing, right? Not going back to like a been there, done that when you know better because you're a captain, maturity. Then I actually see you got some pretty good karma coming to you right now. Because you know what? Shadow work or whatever you want to call it, like healing, growing, when you really do it, it does feel like death. You know what I mean? It's intense and it's scary and changing and doing the right thing. You know, sometimes it's really hard. And really like understanding what a bad influence is, because honestly, I mean, technically defining good and bad, of course, is judgmental to a certain extent. Like, this person is bad. It's like, well, maybe you understand that they've lost their way and you can't guide them and you have to continue on your path, right? That's different than judging. You know, really wanting to do your best. And I do feel like you are connecting to Virgo really strong. That's an inconjunct to you, right? That's really beautiful. Actually, a quincunx. It means you're adjusting something, you know, and needing to, and I see from the cards, whoever's here, I feel as if you have been adjusting correctly, and congratulations. I see a lot of forgiveness with the mother, with family. It's like creating positive. Because the only way you can make a conscious decision that's mature is because you feel confident and safe in yourself, right? And I heard eat your grains again. Saturn rules grains. Sirius too. But it's like denying the things sometimes that you want to do is what maturity is. Right? You don't have to shine your shoes, but if you do, they last longer. Right? Instead of just throwing it away and getting a new pair. It's like, no, you put a little elbow grease into something where you're going to create, I heard, something beautiful. And I do actually see a little bit more of a vegetarian diet might do you good. or at least stop and kind of ask yourself, if, when you do want meat, like, why? Because maybe you're just drawn to something sometimes, right? Mars, I feel like, rules meat, so it's like you're going to go towards it. It's your natural energy. And then it's going to be like, why do you want to do that? Is that good for you? And I see actually asking yourself, like, even like, if you're a conscious and aware adult and you're like, okay, there is something strong here about karma, and what do you think about that? You know what I mean? And again, I see strongly with the ancestors. And I want you to love your family and love wherever they came from, whatever they've had to endure. That's how you heal. That's how we heal the past, right? If we're always sad about the war that our family went through, I mean, yes, mourn and be sympathetic and emotional for the trials and the tribulations of our ancestors, but most importantly, be proud of them, you know, for what they had to endure, because you are here now. Do you know what I mean? I heard, don't change who you are. Be proud of it. And I see no need to prove anything. And again, I see what is it that you have, like heirloom wise or something from your family. Because it's giving you an ability to be able to reflect in the most miraculous way, if you please. Yes. I actually see this is part of how you can renew your energy, because to me, Aries, you rule the 12th house. So you, to me, are past lives, so you can tap in there pretty good. And maybe in Libra season, looking over at karma, this is a really nice time to do that, actually. Interesting. Very cool. Thank you for teaching. Thank you for your wisdom in all your crooked parts. I love you so much. I do hope this was of service. You know, it's cool. The messages that came here were because I tried something new. And I like the fresh energy that came off of that. So good luck with whatever you're trying new and being creative with. Okay. Yeah, I see you have a lot of opportunity right now. Yes. A lot of ability to create. So what are you creating? And, you know, the more responsible you are, the more time you have to yourself, right? I love you so much. Thank you for all your support, however that comes, wherever you share your love. It's appreciated. Take care. Peace.